people out here are wondering about sharing with family or sharing with a professional. And there's a big difference. If you go to those two different sources. So for a long time, you think about maybe you talk to someone and you're comfortable, someone in your family because they care about you and they know that your preferences. So if you know someone's like your friend, you've known them for a long time, maybe you went to college with them, and your families are friends, and maybe you have children, and they're really close with you. But if your opinions, you decide that you want to discuss them, or you want to influence their emotions. Like for example, if you have an opinion about moving far away, and your friend maybe wants you to stay, they don't think that you should move, and the both of you meet and discuss over coffee. And your children, you're no longer going to be able to do those things like have coffee, and your children can't hang out. So, maybe they don't know, is it cold or is it warm over there? They would ask you those kind of questions. Or who would you be hanging out with? Or it doesn't depend on what is inside or what you're sharing. It's that person might have a strong opinion based on their own preferences. Going to a professional is different because they don't know everything about your life. That's more, they know, they can ask you questions about what's your preferences, what you like, what you don't like. They don't know that long list of all those details. So if you're discussing with your friend, your good friend, maybe 10% of the questions they might ask, about all these different things, and you can share with them, your best friend, your good friend, all these pieces of information that might help you make a decision. So it might help you clear up the situation, it might not, but a professional is different. If you share 10% of your problem with them, they would, sorry. So a professional, 100% of the time, they're going to ask you different questions. They have a license, they're trained to ask you, and they specialize in certain things. But a friend is not. I feel like they care about you more, or does a professional care about you more? It's more important if you feel safe, who you feel safe talking to. And maybe you've had different experiences and you've formed different opinions about the kinds of meetings you want to have and what you want to discuss and what you don't want to discuss. Or maybe your friend hasn't practiced analyzing situations, but a professional has, and they can help you break down and analyze a situation. So maybe if, for example, your friend, they may tell you, give a toy to your son to play with and give him options like that. And I know, I'll listen to her explanation, but a professional might say, no, you need to look at these different tests that you could take to help your son and have a clear prescriptive way of understanding how to support him. Not. So other cool thing about going to a professional every week is that it's consistent and you know that they're always going to be there. Compared to your friend, they will have other plans. They might not be able to talk to you. They might, have their child's game they need to go to, and you have something important that you need to discuss, but your friend has these conflicts, can't meet. So with a professional, you can meet, whether that's 15 minutes or an hour, and they're not worried about it taking a long time because that's their job. That's what they're there for. But your friend, if you're talking with them and going back and forth and having a long conversation, they may be distracted, but a professional gives you their full attention. Did